This is how you add your PS3 controller to your Mac so you can play ToonTown. First, you look up PS3 Controller on Mac, and you go to this link, and you follow the steps. Here it says you have to reset your PS3 controller and using a paper clip and putting it into the pinhole. I didn't have to do that. I just connected my controller to the laptop with the USB cable, and that did it. And then I was able to see in the Bluetooth settings here, PlayStation 3 controller connected. Once I did that, then I looked up PS3 controller on Mac button mappings, and I found this one here, a link to Enjoyable, ucreategames.com/enjoyable for Mac OS. And in there, it's a pretty simple page. You just click here on Enjoyable 1.2 zip. The version might be different, but that's what I have right now. I downloaded it and I tried to open it, and it wouldn't let me because it says it didn't trust it. So to do that, to get around that, you have to go to System Preferences and hit back. Go to Security and Privacy. And then down here will be the option that will say, Enjoyable tried to launch, but we didn't allow it because we don't trust it. And then there's a button here that says, trust anyways or open anyways. You hit that, and then that lets you run the thing. And so once you open it, it should look like this, except, and you see you have a PlayStation controller here, and this is like, you can have different mappings. This, I called it the ToonTown mapping. There's a default mapping, and to add mappings, you just go plus or minus. And I think you could sort importance. Oh, looks like I can't do that. Okay, well, anyways, I'm in the ToonTown one, and then in order to get this to start working, to say the X button makes your character jump, and the other button makes this do that. You have to press a button on the controller, and it will bring up, it'll say controller 1, button 8, and then in here it's going to default to do nothing. But then you can change it to, make it press a key on your computer, or you can make it move the mouse. Like, you can have, a joystick have the mouse move like this. You could make, when you press a button, to make it act like it's a click. Like if you're clicking on the screen with with the left one. If you have a mouse, you could have a center button. There's also a right button. I don't know what 4 or 5 does. You can also make it scroll, so that's pretty cool. And once you have your mappings all set up, I have the right stick, the left stick does this. I have square does this, triangle does this, circle does this, X does click with the mouse. Once you have that, you can turn the mappings on by hitting this button here, and then once it goes dark, that means the controller is ready. And then anywhere, you could just start using your controller like it's supposed to be used. And so for ToonTown, I just open it up, and I put in my password. And then I'm already using my controller here. Can't see, but I am. Another thing is that I mapped R1 to the delete button, so that, because some certain mini games have you press delete, and on Mac you have to press 2 buttons to press delete, but with the controller I only need 1. And so it makes it a lot easier to move around.